On this episode of Big Build Hot Rods, we're going to start attaching this body to the Crown Vic. First thing we're going to do is trim this back a little so we can get to the frame. Go in here and make us a body mount of some sort up, or I might weld it direct. I don't know. I think I did that on the other one. Just welded it direct to it. Wouldn't mind making a body mount there in case I ever want to pull the body. And we'll just start here, start working our way forward up to the front doors, and then once we get that done, we'll start mounting the front end properly. You know, I just had it setting on there in the end of the last video. This is, well, it's still sitting there somewhat, but yeah, I got to make the core support mounts and the radiator mounts, because I took the Crown Vic core support out, which I may end up using the bottom half of it just to hold the radiator. So, well, we'll see. That's later on. I don't even know if we'll get to that in this one. Might not. Might just be welding the body onto the floor pan of the Vic. But you know, we'll get there. This door still opens up really good. I mean, of course it's tinny because ain't nothing attached right now, but it's we'll probably end up cutting the rest of this out and just making a new piece. Kind of push that in and attach it. Probably do some kind of heavier metal across there to hold it real good. It's kind of running downhill a little, but it's either I dropped it back further or raise the front, and I'm not raising the front because it'll look even worse up here. So I may end up dropping the back a little further before I weld this on. Let me just take a look at this and see what I can do, and I'll get back with you guys. Okay, so this is what I got. I welded some channel on the side of the frame over to the truck on both sides. And then I put this piece of angle. This is angle, as you can see. That goes all the way up under the sides, on both sides. And I'll do a body mount in here, right through here. And just use a piece of isolator rubber, you know, just enough to keep it from squeaking and carrying on. And then I can take this and bend me a piece of you know, break me a piece of metal to go down to that, and you know, tie these sides down. And that'll seal my trunk area, I guess you call it in. So, and then you know, just I'll probably just go ahead and cut this one off and do one flat piece over to there, all the way over, and that way, you know, it'll be, you know, instead of a bunch of little pieces, it'll just be one big patch. And then I can start, you know, after that I'll tie the wheel wells in. But yeah, just giving you guys an update, showing you how I got it mounted. The jack stands are out, they're not holding anything. The body is actually setting on this right now. Setting right here and right here, both places. So it ain't going nowhere. Like I said, I'll lift it up and put an isolator rubber under there, keep the mud flat or something, you know. Hillbilly hackers. We ain't buying one, no, we ain't got it. But yeah, and I'll end up cutting this side off too. You know, just like I said, somewhere in there, and just make one piece. No sense having a bunch of crazy patches there if we can just put one piece almost over to the quarter panel. And you know, it looks a little better. I mean, not that I'm trying to go for perfect here, because I'm not a perfect person. Like I said, I got the hillbilly hackery going on. It's what I do. I just want to ride it, man. It's cool. Can't afford to make them a show car, so I show them as they are. Alright, we'll be back just get a little more here, and maybe when I go to breaking this metal and all, we'll put a time lapse or video in or something here. Well, laid out here. Got my old electric steering out. My Harbor Freight Special. Actually, I might post this on Amazon. Either way, it's cheap. Don't get me wrong, I love to have like a salt here. I ain't quite there yet, but we'll cut this off and we're gonna take it over there to the brake. And this is the thing. Does a pretty good job. Like that. F16 gauge, so I mean, it's really says it's for 18, but it don't do bad. I don't know how much you can see there. Does all right. Let's go test with it, see what it looks like. Turn the light on in here. I ain't cut nothing out yet. We're just getting it ready. I'll probably do it kind of like the what's the channel called, Half Rod. He kind of puts it on and cuts it off. It's pretty slick how he does it. A little bit long. Little long. And maybe if I just cut that corner off. Cut a little corner out. Might just be able to cut that seam seal out, get up under that little. Might be the best idea. Let me do a little whacking and I'll be back. Alright, this is pretty much how I got this piece fit in. I left this little angle so when I do a side panel here all the way over, I can attach the bottom of it to there. That's why I bent it like that. And I got it marked now where we can clean this up. See, cut out, clean it up, and weld this thing in. Probably just overlap it back here, but I'm going to cut this out. So that way, and then clean it up where I can weld it to it, and the whole deal here. And then I get both sides done, I'll make it back. So let me clean this up, and I'll get back with you when I get a little further. Okay, got it all fit in, cleaned up, cut out. You can see I pulled that up and weld it. It's all clean. I mean, I didn't clean the rust off of this. I'll do it with a wire wheel when I'm done welding. When I go to paint this all up in here, I'll probably paint everything black or something inside. But yeah, now it's time to weld. Maybe I'll put you guys on time lapse and you can watch me weld this panel up. Not sure if you guys really want to see that, but I guess you're going to if you're watching. got this patch most of the way welded in. I'm gonna do a little grinding on it, clean it up, you know, so I can paint over it. But had my heat a little hot. I still had it turned up for the heavy stuff in the beginning. I had to adjust her down. Got a little bit of a gap over here, right there. I'm gonna have to put a little filler in, a little piece of slither of metal or something. But everything else is done. I'll wait to weld this till I make this other piece. I'm not going to weld this to this because that's going to, you know, that's my body mount deal. I'm going to put some bolts across there with rubber. But yeah, that side's pretty much tied in. Of course, we still got all over the wheel wells and all to do, but we'll tie up this trunk first and then work our way forward. So yeah, now I'm going to go ahead and start making on this side. Might grind this one up a little bit first, but yeah, you know, since you guys watching me grind, well, they say a grinder makes a welder, or whatever, welder you ain't, paint makes a welder you ain't, grinder and paint. Well, I ain't old flux core welder too, but I mean, it is what it is. It works good. I ain't had one fall apart yet, so it is what it is. Okay, now I got this side done. Wasn't no sense you guys watching me do all that. I got it done, tied in for the most part. I got a little bit of welding right here to do, and a couple tacks on the back side there. I got it down cold, but it ain't all the way welded up. Probably just seam seal the back side of that reel, just tacked in a few spots. Now I'm gonna get ready and make this piece. Tie all that in, as you can see. I'll probably just come all the way out and tie it in right along this seam. That way I can cover all that little crooked cut up and bring it all the way to here too, along this seam. Keep that down flat and just go all the way. And then the back half of this, or the trunk area, will be done. Then I can start on the wheel well, which is, it's not going to be horrible. It'll be a little fun, but nothing too bad. We'll get there though. Alright, let me get back at it. Okay, as you can see, I made this side panel. I tied it into the wheel well here. Welded the strip to this, but not to this, so I can unbolt it. This whole panel will unbolt and come out so I can get to my tail light wires and, you know, that way I can just have some access there. And I'll do the same on the other side. I'm getting ready to make that now. But this side is pretty much wrapped up to the top of the wheel well, and then I'll do the front half the same. I gotta go get some metal. I got just enough metal left to do this side. And then I'm out. I gotta make a run to the store. Go to the old metal shop. So yeah, well, we're getting it here, man. We got the back of this thing just about wrapped up. It won't take me long to make this side. Probably only took me, you know, 20-30 minutes to do this side. Tack it together and cut it and that and the holes and everything. So yeah, I'll sand that down and prime it up, and then probably just paint all this black in here. Maybe do some bed liner or undercoating. I do have the factory carpet for in here. I might try to put that on the floor part. I'd have to cut it down because, you know, the trunk's a little shorter now than it used to be. But yeah, I mean, there's still room for a spare tire in here if I wanted to carry a spare, which I normally never do. Let's see, yeah. So we're getting it though. Keep on plugging away. We'll get this thing wrapped up before too long. Have her going down the road. Couple more episodes, maybe 30 more. But we'll get there. Alright, let me get a little farther and I'll update you guys after the next one. Okay, this side's done. Made up to there. And really, that up there is weldable. I'll just weld the wheel well right to the old lip of the panel truck up there. Same on both sides, it's like that. It's actually weldable up in there. Touching the old lip. So, I got these panels where it'll unbolt both sides. I got a little bit to finish here. I got to trim this panel and weld this end up a little bit. But the back is pretty much wrapped up. I may seam seal this a little bit down these So then if I ever need to take the panel back off, I'll wait till I wire it, but if I need to take the panel back off, I can just cut the seam seal on it, and that way it'll come right off. That way I ain't getting a whole bunch of, you know, road smoke or dirt, or, because, you know, gotta do a smoky burnout. Even though it's a Crown Vic and it's slow, she'll still fry a peg leg. But yeah, we're getting it. Now I'm getting ready to take the front seat out so I can get to working on that up there. Because from about 3/4 up the front of the wheel wells toward the front doors, all still has to be done. And then of course, you know, the cow or whatever, like the A-pillar area has got to be done. And then the body will be done after that. Of course, not body work, but mounted. Because this thing needs a lot of body work. I don't know how much of that I'll do this year, but we'll get her on the road and driving this year for sure. So we'll see. Like I said, we got this done. We'll work on getting the seats out and get the front done. And we get that out, we'll show you a little more. Well, we got this back panel made. This is another video. I thought I recorded it, must have lost. But it's attached down there. I still got a little finishing up over here to do, which I'll do later on. A little bit here to do. And then make my body mounts that I talked about before. But yeah, the back is pretty much wrapped up and done. Turned out good. I'm happy with it. So yeah, that's the back half of this over. So on to the rest. I got the first piece of the A-pillar made up, fit up, made a cardboard template, and then bent it. This is 16 gauge. It's pretty heavy stuff. Because what we used in the back was 18. I was going to buy more 18, but they didn't have any. So once I tack this outside, I'll have to bend this in a little bit. Well, here we go. Drop it on the floor. But as you can see, that'll go in there like that, and then that'll be, have to bend that in once I tack the outside edge. But you guys get the drift. We'll get it there. But yeah, that's the first piece made. We whittled her down, made her fit pretty close to, you know, pretty tight. I could probably bend that a little and make it in there, but it'll be alright the way it is. I have to clean that up real good before I go to welding. I should be able to weld this thing all the way down the outside of this, all the way down, except right in here a little bit. But it'll be sturdy. Sturdy. Alright, well, let me get back at this, and once I get it tacked on, I'll let you guys take a look. Well, got this side all wrapped up. Done as best as it's gonna get, and we'll seam seal it, and, you know, seal it all off from the outside when we're done. Got this side pretty close. Did this one a little different. This side didn't have all the craziness, so it's come out a little better. And now we're working on the, I guess it would be like the inner step. We're over here, got this in the brake now. Got it laid out. I tell you, this 16 gauge is a little tough to bend on this brake. It's only supposed to be for 18, but yeah, I mean, it does it. You just gotta give her all the and I use a bar, use a little cheater bar. I've been thinking about welding the bars down off of these for, you know, a little extra leverage. Probably wouldn't hurt to anchor it to the floor too, but sometimes I need to slide it out for longer stuff. But yeah, we're getting it. We're you know, plugging along here. A little bit here, a little bit there. We'll have it before you know it now. So let me keep on going on, and we'll see where we get on the next update. A little like window channel around the dash there, where it don't eat into Crown Vic dash. I don't think it looks too bad. That's going to be pretty much finished there. I mean, I still got to make this panel for here. That's finished on that. Now I'm going to get ready and weld these 8 filters on to the Crown Vic, from the truck to the Crown Vic. But yeah, I don't mind that at all. It'll work good enough. Well, we got the passenger side of it all made up here, welded on. Put a little primer on it, keep it from rusting. Did this side a little bit different than the other side. I mean, it was a different setup on here. Here we had the heat box and all. I also put a little primer on this side. It's all done. And after that, I guess I didn't do a lot of videoing on this. I thought it did. I don't know if I lost it or I just didn't do it. But I did this box. I still got to do the rocker, but I'm not sure if I'm going to make a rocker or buy a rocker or what. But the rockers aren't cheap. I looked them up. They're like $134 for one rocker. So I might end up making it. But I got this all tied in. She's rigid now. Door shuts good. Knock stuff off the roof. That'll work. But the other side, well, let's just say, I don't know what I did. The door was shutting great before I welded it on. Welded the inside here, but now it shuts like crap. So I've been cutting it back apart here and up here, trying to figure out what I've done. Because it shuts, it just don't shut like it did. And it's kind of down a little. It ain't a lot, but it is down a little. But I don't know. I'm fighting with it. I ain't gave up on it by any means, but I'm fighting with it. So I think I'm gonna switch gears here, work on something else for a while because it's driving me crazy. But yeah, this rocker is a little better than the other. The bottom of it's still bad. But yeah. So we'll get it there. We're working on it. I don't know if I'm gonna get all the welding done in this video. We're getting them pretty long. And really, I kind of thinking about doing this course report so I can move this thing around. I need to get the radiator and all hung back in it so I can drive it around. I cut part of the frame off and got the course report setting back under it. And like I said, I want to be able to move this thing around, clean up under it a little bit. I mean, it don't have a mechanical fan, it's only electric, but if I can get it hung up there and some mounts made on this, then I can move it around. I'm pretty close to where I need to be. I mean, I got to do some more measuring, but I'm close. So, yeah. But we'll see. We'll see how much more we get done on this video. I'd like to get a video out for you guys, at least once a week until I'm back at it where I can't do videos. We've gotten quite a few new subscribers, and I appreciate it. We're over 400. We was just before 200 on the last video, and now we're over 400. So we've doubled in size, and which is awesome. I mean, I really wasn't expecting that, truthfully, but I appreciate it. And tell your friends that subscriptions are free. It don't cost no one nothing. And I mean, it helps me out eventually, maybe. But makes me feel special if nothing else. There's 400 people that want to watch my videos. That's pretty wild. But yeah, I appreciate it, and we'll see how much more we get on this video. Probably won't be a whole lot, but I'll fill you in before we're out of here for the week. So the struggle was real yesterday. I kind of gave up. I was frustrated. Everything I touched, I just got to cut back loose because this door now don't shut right. No matter what you do, it don't want to shut right. So I gave up on that, went up here. Gonna put the core support in. Kind of tacked it in a little bit. See if you can see that. Little tack there. Thought I had it back far enough with them mounts. As you can see, nope, not enough. I'm hitting the headlight bucket right there. So I basically got to cut this off. So that loses this mount. So I'm gonna have to make new mounts up coming off the back of this to get me a core support mount. Because I need the core support to be able to mount this radiator and all in decently. That way I can, you know, unbolt and bolt out and mount nice. And I got the room up front to move it back. I got, you know, a good bit there. But it's either lose one headlight, because it does got double headlights, and I don't want to do that. Or cut that mount off and turn it to the side. Or to the back, I should say. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go in reverse. And thought I was done cutting stuff off of this thing. Now I'm cutting stuff off that I put on to redo. But we'll get it. You know, I ain't giving up. It's just things like this happens when you're, you know, hillbilly custom building. I wouldn't really call it custom building because it's a hillbilly hack doing it. But, you know, whatever. It's my kind of hillbilly customs. So, yeah, let me cut some stuff apart and see if I can fix it. And we'll get back with you and show you what I hopefully did to fix it. Well, figured it out, or close anyway. I pulled this side in and put some weld there to hold that A-pillar in a little closer. And then spreaded this one out a little bit. Put that little plate there in there to hold it out. As you can see, I had a 4x4 block there holding it out until I did that. And now it shuts. It don't shut as good as the other side, but it does shut. I'm happy with that. I mean, it is a 1960, so it is what it is. The other side definitely shuts better. We'll show you over here. And don't get me wrong, both of these doors shut really good before, and now, you know, a little spread here and there. Yeah, this side shuts better. You don't gotta quite, you know, slam it as hard. But they both shut now. I'm happy with that. That's one obstacle that I screwed up yesterday. Back fixed. Door seam don't look, you know, horrible. But you know, got that. Now let's move back up here and see if we can't get this core support changed around to where we can get this front end back where it needs to be. Of course, I still got a ton of welding to do inside, but I'm taking a break from welding. There probably won't be much more welding on this video because I'm tired of it for right now. I'm gonna change gears. Like I said, that's why I went to this front end. I was kind of aggravated, but I woke up this morning chomping at the bit wanting to fix this door because it aggravated me that it wouldn't shut. Thought about it all night, you know. I'm sure you guys are the same way. You lay in bed and think about your problems, and not day-to-day problems. I think about car problems. I probably built 1 million cars at nighttime and only built, you know, a handful. But yeah, we're getting it. Let me fix this next backtrack, I should say. Let me backtrack a little bit and fix this front end. And I think I'm gonna cut the side of this off. Just change it up. It is what it is. Let's do something different. Well, we got the front end sorted out. Looks pretty good on there, other than the wheel's way far forward. I might move the wheel well up. But seams look pretty good. I got to adjust it a little. I haven't bolted it all the way on because I got to take it back off to do some finished work. But yeah, as you see, the tire's pretty far forward in there. But Not a lot I can do about that. I got it all sitting on there pretty good. I cut a lot out of the core support, but it's pretty close. I just got to make me 2 mounts up for the front from here to here, like right there on each side. This lined up perfect. I can take me a little piece of plate and bend me a 90 on it and bolt it from here to there. That'll be perfect. Of course, I got to push this side back a little bit. It ain't quite adjusted. Tire's holding it right now where it's turned out. But yeah, that's going to be it. I'm probably good 30 minutes into this video or longer. Of course, that's a week's worth of work, pretty much. Looks like I need to raise this corner on the left side up just a little, or the passenger side. But yeah, it'll be final adjustment. I'll make the brackets on the front here real soon, and then I can take it on and off and finish all the welding and seam sealing and all that, and then the last time it'll go back on for good. But yeah, we're getting there. So yeah, that's going to be it for this week. But look at that. Don't that look good? That is so cool. The body lines look pretty good. I mean, all things considering that I didn't brace nothing. I cut this thing out, cut the whole floorboard out, the whole firewall out, and just let her hang in. Well, you guys seen it. Hang in the air, flopping around, and everything still works. The door's still open and shut. Not really that bad for, for something that's rusty and been patched up and rigged up over the years. Of course, I'm rigging it too, because that's kind of who I am. But yeah, we're getting her. So yeah, we'll see you guys on the next episode. And until then, don't forget, like, share, subscribe, tell a friend.